Hi there. My name is Jason, and I own the company Jason Wodlinger Mortgages. A number of clients have come to me recently asking me about mortgage renewals. Should they stay with the bank that they're renewing their mortgage with? Should they go to different banks? Should they work with a mortgage agent? Of course, my answer is work with a mortgage agent because I am one, but let me explain to you why. So, when the bank sends you your notice of renewal, they usually only give you about 6 weeks advance warning. Now, in my opinion, this is not enough time. Ideally, you want at least 3 months. 3 months notice is a good period of time to look at all of your options. There's a lot of things that may have changed in your life since the last time you renewed your mortgage 3 or 5 years ago. Also, there's a lot of things that have changed in the world, interest rates and all that stuff. So, to look at all of your options, you need a lot of time. Let's talk about options for a second. If you go to CIBC to get a mortgage, they can only sell you a CIBC mortgage product. Much like if you go to a car dealership, like a Ford dealership, they can only sell you a Ford car. A mortgage agent can go and look at any product from all the lenders they have relationships with. That's an enormous number of options and products that you can choose from. The other thing to think about is your credit report. If you were to go to 3 different banks to get 3 different estimates for an interest rate, each of those banks would pull your credit report 3 different times. Now, if you go to a mortgage agent, I can pull your credit report once and once only. I can have multiple conversations with multiple vendors and multiple lenders, but your credit score is still only pulled once. This is important because the number of times your credit report is pulled actually affects your credit score. The other thing is a mortgage agent will do all the legwork. So there's a lot of paperwork and there's a lot of different types of questions and time-consuming discussions that occur when you're renewing your mortgage. And a mortgage agent can take all of this work on instead of you having to do so. So, for example, all the documentation that I would collect from you, I present that to the lenders and I explain it to the lenders. The lenders have lots of questions, and again, I can answer all of those questions on your behalf. This is really important. You've got a full-time job probably. You may not be able to talk between 9 and 5, and you may not be able to be in the headspace to be able to deal with mortgage things if you're dealing with work issues anyways. The next issue is analysis. So a good mortgage agent will do a full analysis of your financial situation. For example, I'll look at all of your income, your net asset worth, all of your debts, and then we'll have a conversation about what's going on in your life so I can make sure that there's nothing that's going to be affecting your financial situation, as well as what are you planning for the future? Because the mortgage solution that you renew into now will be a part of your goals of how you're going to achieve those goals in the future. So I'll do a complete analysis of your situation, and then we'll look at all your options. Do you want to do a variable or fixed mortgage? A variable or fixed payments? Do you want to increase your amortization or decrease it? How fast do you want to pay off your mortgage? Do you have a cash flow issue? All of these things can be discussed through the analysis that I would do, and then I would walk you through the analysis and make some recommendations. So the other thing to consider is that if you're renewing your mortgage and you haven't obviously done so for the last 3 or 5 years, many things in your life may have changed. Perhaps you want to do a renovation. Maybe you want to buy a car, or maybe there's another big ticket item that you'd like to afford. Well, accessing the growing equity in your home is one way to do that. You can access it by doing a refinancing, which is simply you take your mortgage that you're renewing and you increase the amount that's now going to be in the renewed mortgage. Again, a mortgage agent will do the full analysis. How much can you afford? What would your new mortgage payments be? How does this affect your interest rates and your amortization and your cash flow? These are the types of analysis and recommendations that I would do. Lastly, a mortgage agent should be available when you're available. You're probably not available 9 to 5. You're probably available in the evenings. Maybe you're available on the weekends. I make myself available when you need to talk to somebody. I also have a service level agreement where I respond the same day and hopefully within the same hour. Time is of the essence when you're dealing with really large mortgage issues. I hope these tips have been helpful, and happy renewal.